How's it going, guys? Hope you're all doing well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. This is my new truck. It is a 2017 Chevrolet Silverado LTZ Z71 4-wheel drive. It is powered by the 5.3 V8 and the 8-speed transmission, or the AL90. This will be the third truck of this particular front end and generation that I've had in my possession and on the channel. If you've been with my channel since my other two trucks, I've had two 2016s. The last 2016 that I had was pretty much this truck, but as a LT. And I had that truck for a little over a year, and ever since selling it, I have regretted it. And I was like, you know what? It's about time that I get myself back into the same truck or something very similar. And that's pretty much what I got right here. Besides it being an LTZ, a little bit more upper scale, I was like, you know what? I'd like to have something a little bit nicer, and that's exactly what I got. But without further ado, let's go ahead and do a good walkthrough of the truck. So as stated previously, it does have the 5.3 and the 8-speed transmission. The truck currently has a little over 135,000 miles on it. I've actually owned it for about a month now, but I have not done pretty much anything to it because I've been waiting to, film the introduction of the truck before I start getting the any type of modifications so I can bring it to y'all. But like I said, for any of those that were with my channel when I had my 2016, or I've just watched other videos with my 2016 in it, it is pretty much the same truck. Outside, well, the outside is more like my old one. The inside is a little bit different just because it's nicer, but for the most part, the outside's pretty much the same. Besides the chrome accents on the doors, the trim on the doors, the door handles, the mirror caps, and of course the grill trim, which I really like the grill trim. I do prefer the color matched mirrors and handles and trim, but that's either here nor there. But I mean, the truck for the most part is in really good shape. I haven't found any dents on it, unlike my 2016, which had a couple in it. Let's go ahead and open up the truck. It is kind of a mess in here. But yeah, I mean, I actually really love the cocoa leather. I'm not a big leather person, but I do enjoy it. Well, I like the cocoa interior, I'd say. I won't say I so much enjoy the leather, just because I feel like I slide around in my seat a lot. But, I mean, I guess I'm going to be doing a lot of comparisons to my last truck. Dual powered seats. Last truck only had the one powered seat. It does have the heated leather steering wheel, which actually, I'll go ahead and say, not only is this an LTZ, but it is the LTZ Plus, from what I understand, because not only does it have, full leather seats, heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, dual powered. It does have integrated trailer brakes, but it also has a sunroof, which I told myself I wouldn't really ever want to have a truck that's got a sunroof, just because I know the issues that come with them later on down the line. Because, there's plenty of videos on the 99 to 07 GM trucks that have sunroofs, and I've heard nothing but issues. But then again, those are older trucks. I mean, I expect those issues are just going to come with age regardless. Or maybe it was just something that was, a design flaw with those, and maybe they've since, made these a little bit more foolproof. We'll just have to see. But a little bit more. It does have the Bose speaker system, which I absolutely enjoy. The dash is pretty much the same as my last truck, as well as the Apple CarPlay. My last 2016, did have the full center console just like this, but that's because I installed it. It did not come in my truck. Not too many LTs came with the full center console, and it seemed even harder to find an all-white LT with the full center console, and also a crew cab. They'd put them in the double cabs, but I mean, don't want no double cab. Nothing against double cabs, but you know, I'm either a single cab or a crew cab kind of person when it comes to these trucks. Yeah, I mean, the interior is really upkept. It does have a few issues, which I'll actually go ahead and show you all one of them now. I don't know where this discoloration came from. It may have been from the sun, or somebody spilled some type of chemical on here. And you can see where some of the stitching's coming undone right there. It is a little upsetting because I did not see that when I test drove the truck. And I didn't find out or notice it, I mean, until a couple of days after. But, I mean, it is what it is. Some other issues, obviously, this is probably the first one everyone probably saw is this, where someone's probably been digging their elbow into the center console, which I cannot stand. It is absolutely infuriating. But, I mean, probably just going to have to grin and bear it unless I want to get it fixed, which I don't even know what reskinning leather costs. And I do know one of these new lids from the dealer, this whole lid is $500, which I am not quick to replace. Another thing, steering wheel. I mean, it's a steering wheel. It's going to have wear and tear. I mean, because this is what you put your hands on most when you're driving, or yeah, when you're using your vehicle. So, which I mean, maybe in the future I might get a new steering wheel, or I mean, it might cost too much to have it reskinned. I had to just do a little cost analysis on that. But between the back seats, this lid, the steering wheel, and right here, some sun fading. Which this piece right here, also from the dealer, is $200-something, which again, I'm not too quick to drop that money on. And these trucks, unlike the older trucks, are not parted out quite as often on places like Facebook Marketplace. So getting these replacement parts for a cheaper price is going to be a little bit harder. Or if you try, and I've already been looking on eBay, trying to find parts like these on eBay are usually sold in a collective group with other parts, stuff that I don't need, but they won't sell separate. So more money for more parts that I don't need. But outside of that, there's really not many other issues. It's mainly just interior. It did come with this toolbox. From what I understand, it's a fairly expensive toolbox. I think they said it was like $1,000 toolbox. I didn't even bother looking into it, but I'm usually not a toolbox person. I usually like the bed covers, but I don't know. It's nice. It locks, and it's got the little handle to help assist with opening it no matter which side of it you're on. And it's carpeted on the inside, so real nice. Same as my last truck, it does have the assisted tailgate, and it comes from the factory with the bed liner, or at least I believe it's factory bed liner. Yeah, it's got the bow tie on it. Yep. Don't mind my mess. Oh yeah. Now I will say one thing that I don't like about this truck comparatively to my other one, just appearance wise, is it has this, I think it's called pearlescent white, or it's more like an off-white. Both my 2016s were Summit white, which I know that's the cheaper paint, but for something about that Summit white, it just pops so much more. Go ahead and just show this side real quick. As stated, dual powered seats, Bose. Forgot my my collection of Chick-fil-A barbecue sauce. Chick-fil-A barbecue sauce is the best barbecue sauce. I will debate anybody on that. Can't have too much of it. I will say the only cosmetic issue I was able to really find is just something that plagues these white trucks, is just the peppered rock chips on the front bumper. But I mean, it's still not that bad, and yes, it'll cost a few $100s to get it all stripped off and repainted, unless I just decide to touch it up with a paint pen. But I mean, I'm not too worried about it. For a truck that's what, going on 7 years old now with 130,000 miles on it. I mean, if these are the least of the issues cosmetically, then, I mean, I'm all right with it. Now, with all that being said, I have had 2 separate mechanical issues with this truck in just the 1 month of owning it. One was pretty dangerous, which I will address in the next video. Dangerous in the sense that it's not going to affect the truck per se, but it definitely could harm you. So definitely stay tuned for that. I will explain what the issue was and, more importantly, how to fix it. So definitely stay tuned for that if you have a truck like this or are looking into getting one. The other issue, well, I guess I can just go ahead and explain it now. Tried to start up the truck through remote start, truck wouldn't start. Usually that's a telltale sign of a check engine light. When started up the truck was idling extremely rough. Scanned it, it was a throttle body code. Took off the throttle body, cleaned it, put it back on. Truck started up just fine, no rough idle. Cleared the code, hasn't came back since. That's not too much of an issue. The other one, like I said. But overall, I am really happy with this truck. The 8-speed transmission does leave some to be desired. Its first and second gear are very lackluster at best, is a way to put it. But beyond that, I mean, the truck gets really good gas mileage because of it. I mean, I was getting 23, 24 miles per gallon on the interstate, cruising at 75. I mean, that's really great to have in a truck like this, big heavy truck. So I'm super pleased with that. And I mean, it's got relatively good get up and go power, all things considered. So I'm happy with it, and I hope y'all are as excited as I am for all the upcoming modifications I have in store. With that being said, guys, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Definitely stay tuned for all the future videos for what I have in store for this truck. I'm absolutely excited, and I hope y'all are as well. It's almost like I'm reliving having my old truck, but doing it differently, because what's the fun in just doing the same old rehash thing? So with that being said, hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. I almost forgot to show y'all my duck. I'm cool like the Jeep people now. Making it a Silverado thing.